Trust me, if you stick with me through this whole video, you're going to unlock a superpower, a sixth sense that's been chilling inside you, ready to explode. And it's all tied to something as wild, ancient, and straight-up mind-blowing as rivers. I'm not messing around. This isn't some overhyped YouTube bait. I'm handing you the best tricks to fire up your hidden abilities, sharpen your senses to a razor's edge, and feel the world in ways you didn't even know you could. Rivers aren't just water snaking through the ground. They're living, breathing powerhouses that have been sculpting our planet, fueling our stories, and whispering secrets to us for millions of years. Picture this. You're by a river right now. The air's crisp with that damp chill. The water's humming a tune you can't pin down. And there's this electric buzz crawling up your spine. That's where we're headed. Unlocking that energy, that extra sense. And trust me, it's going to flip your entire world upside down. Let's hit the ground running with the big hook. Rivers don't play small. They carve canyons, flood valleys, and breathe life into everything without ever asking for a dime. They're the ultimate non-profit MVPs, flowing just to flow. And that's your first trick to leveling up. Think about the Mississippi. 2,300 miles of muddy, relentless grit, dragging 500 million tons of sediment every year, reshaping whole coastlines like it's no sweat. That's not just nature doing its thing. That's a lesson in sticking with it, in flowing no matter what's blocking you. Trick 1. Quit fighting life's current and start riding it. We're always sprinting, scrolling X, chasing likes, stressing over nonsense. But rivers, they don't rush for anyone. They glide, they curve, they keep moving. Close your eyes. Yeah, right now. Imagine that sound, that deep, steady rush over rocks. Feel that tingle in your chest. That's your intuition waking up, shaking off the dust. Now, let's dig in deeper. Rivers have been humanity's lifeline since forever. 80% of us still live near one. From the Nile cradling ancient Egypt with its fertile floods, to the Ganges washing away sins for millions of pilgrims. They've carried trade boats, sparked holy wars, fed empires, all without a single ad popping up. That's trick 2. Give without expecting a thing back. When you start pouring out energy like a river, just because, it rewires your whole system. Science says it's legit. Being near water slashes your stress hormone cortisol by 15%, boosts your focus, even makes you happier. Ever heard of the blue mind effect? It's a real thing. Psychologists say water flips a switch in your brain, calming you down while waking you up. So, next time you're near a river, don't just snap a quick pick and bolt. Sit there, let it hit you, let it sink in deep. Feel the mist kiss your skin, hear the ripples dance, smell that raw, earthy dampness. That's trick 3. Tune in to the invisible stuff. Rivers aren't just postcard pretty. They're deep, wild, untamed. The Congo drops over 700 feet in places, with currents so crazy we haven't mapped them all. That's you. Smooth on the surface, but underneath. A whole universe of power waiting to break loose. Let's roll back the clock. The Romans rode up the Thames to snatch Britain. Steamboats turned the Mississippi into a gold mine. Pirates owned the Yangtze like it was their personal turf. Rivers don't just flow. They shape everything. Cities, cultures, destinies. But here's the wild part. They shape us too. Ever notice how you feel different by water? Lighter, sharper, like your brain's hitting reset. That's not a fluke. Your mind's locking into that rhythm. Trick 4. Listen to the flow. Take the Amazon, 4,000 miles of pure chaos. dumping 200,000 tons of water per second into the ocean, keeping the planet's lungs pumping. It's messy, but perfect. And when you sit by a river, you start hearing it. The pattern in the madness. Train your ears for that. Watch how rivers twist, split, merge, dodging boulders, carving fresh paths. That's trick 5. Dance with the obstacles. Life throws junk at you. Plans crash, people ghost. But rivers don't stop. They adapt. You've got that in you too. Now let's get real. If a river can etch the Grand Canyon out of solid rock over 6 million years, what can that energy do to your limits? Erosion isn't just physical, it's mental. Doubt, fear, that nagging voice saying you can't. Let the river grind it away. Trick 6. Rethink what's possible. Picture Niagara Falls, 3,160 tons of water crashing down every second, loud enough to shake your soul. That's beauty, power, grit, all in one. And it's your vibe when you tap into this. Here's a crazy number. Rivers are just 0.0002% of Earth's water, yet they prop up everything. Fish, forests, us. Small moves, massive impact. That's you too. Let's paint a picture. You're by a river at dusk. Sun's dripping gold into the water. Frogs are croaking. A fish jumps. What hits you? Not just peace, connection. That's the 6th sense I'm talking about. Not some psychic gimmick, but a deep gut-level knowing. Rivers mirror the sky while hiding insane depths. Some plunge over 1,000 feet, packed with life we're still discovering. That's you, surface and soul, calm and chaos, now floods, total disaster, right? Homes wiped out, fields drowned, but then they renew. New soil, new growth, new chances. That's trick 7. Embrace the mess. Your lows, your stumbles, they're feeding something bigger. Rivers don't judge, they roll with it all. And check this, they're loud but silent too. Rapids scream like a jet. Step back, and it's a hum. That's trick 8. Shift your focus. Zoom in, zoom out. Sense what matters. Why do rivers haunt every culture's myths? Greece had the Styx. India's got the Ganges. They're sacred because they feel alive. They've got a pulse. Trick 9. Feel that pulse. Go to a river this week. No phone, no distractions. Just sit for 20 minutes. Watch it breathe, ripple, shift. You'll catch it. The rhythm syncing with your own. Let's push further. Rivers don't hoard, they share. The Mekong feeds 60 million people. Fish, rice, life, zero greed. That's trick 10. Let go to grow. Clinging to stuff, time, grudges, control, jams your flow. Rivers don't grip, they release. They don't hold on to every drop. They let it pass, and in doing so, they keep moving forward. Let that sink in. You ever hold on to a moment so tight, it loses all meaning? Let it go. Like a river, relapse the past, let the current take it, and trust that something better is downstream. Ever seen a delta? The Nile's got 100 miles wide, mud and water spreading out, building land from scratch. That's trick 11. Spread your energy. You don't need a megaphone or a stage. Your small acts, your ripples, they count. A smile, a helping hand, a quiet truth. Those things spread farther than you think. Rivers show us how impact isn't always loud. It's consistent, generous, and unstoppable. And here's a weird one. Rivers sing. No, seriously. Scientists have recorded the Columbia River making underwater melodies, tunes born from rock vibrations and water swirls. The Earth is humming, and we barely notice. That's trick 12. Hear the unseen. The world is speaking in frequencies, in vibrations. Tune in. Listen beyond the noise. Sometimes it's not what's being said. It's the silence between the words. The energy in the room, the pull in your chest. Rivers loop, too. They rise, fall, evaporate, rain down, then rise again. It's nature's perfect feedback loop. Trick 13. You're never done growing. Don't fear circling back. Growth isn't a straight line. It's a spiral staircase. You revisit things from a higher perspective. That old problem, you'll handle it differently now. That same mistake, you'll learn more this time. Evolution is in repetition with awareness. Let's add one more layer. Rivers heal. The Jordan's been dunking people for centuries. Baptisms, forgiveness, fresh starts. It's not about religion, it's about release. That's trick 14. Wash yourself clean. Physically, emotionally, mentally. Let the river rinse you of the old stories, the guilt, the regret. Stand in that water, even just metaphorically, and say, I'm done carrying this. Then let it float away. Ever tried wading in a river? That cold bite hits your toes. The current nudges your legs, and suddenly you're not just near nature, you're in it. That's trick 15. Step into it. Don't just observe your life like it's a documentary. Get wet, get messy, get moved. Participation beats perfection every time. And here's the final play. Find a river. Doesn't matter if it's a mighty beast like the Amazon or a little neighborhood creek behind your house. Just go. Put down your phone. Let the silence roar. Sit there, eyes open, then closed. Listen for the low hum of flow. Feel the air shift, the damp soil breathing beneath you, the subtle tug of water doing what it's always done. Here's what happens when you do. Your senses wake up. You start catching vibes you used to miss. People's energy, the tension in a room, the peace in a moment, the wisdom in your own gut. That's the superpower I promised. Rivers don't just carve the earth, they carve us. They strip away the noise, the numbness, the distractions, and what's left is pure presence. If you let them, the rivers will wake up parts of you that forgot how to feel. So stick with that flow. Let it change you. Let it remind you of your depth, your motion, your music. And when you come back from the river, you'll bring the current with you. You'll see the world, not just with eyes, but with that awakening.